The Samsung Galaxy S5. Has a special sensor here that can measure the heart rate.
It's really up to us in the medical profession and medical researchers to take this data and then use it to see in which way we can be actionable and preventative of something more serious. The risk is always, of course, that before we get to that point, that people will look at this data, believe that it has more value or more predictive power than it really does, obsess over it, call their doctor when their heart rate goes over 100, call their doctor when their blood sugar goes under 95, and so forth and so on.
Burning so many calories, doing so many steps. At the end of the day, you can. So the band itself, it tracks your movement, it tracks your steps, it can see how fast you're moving, if you're sleeping tight, if your sleep is not that tight. But together with the application and all the apps that we have on the phone, we can do much, much more.
There are certainly smartphone apps that do simple things now, calorie counters and advice around what you eat, and do some things around exercise. And those are all relatively simple things and helpful for some patients. Are they things that couldn't be done before the high-tech era? I'm not sure. They're just sexier on an iPhone.
So we want to get to the best buttons. I press the OLB icon, I start the app. It shows me when it's run out of battery, that was the handle, and the app is running. Now,
I think in general, information is good, data is good. The challenge for us, both as patients and as physicians, is to be able to use that data, sift through it, and use it in a way that is constructive.
I think that the most interesting wearables at MWC were actually the Samsung Gear Fit and the Sony Smartband, because those two devices, they take some of the very specific and particularly useful smartwatch functionality that's been introduced in other devices, such as last year's Samsung Galaxy Gear. They kind of strip off the stuff you don't really need, add that stuff to fairly advanced life tracking, to fitness tracking and that sort of thing, which actually it makes more sense to me, having that sort of technology on your wrist, so that it gives you life goals.